Welcome to Pario magazine, where I chat with individuals who have a desire to create. Today I am joined by a member of the Perth band Death By Denim. They are about to tour the country following the release of their new album Moonbow. Welcome to Pario magazine, Nik.
Hey Jamie, thanks for having me, mate. Cheers.
Not a problem. So obviously we're here today to chat about this upcoming tour, the new album, as I mentioned, Moonbow. Before we dive into that, though, are you able to sort of quickly introduce yourself to our audience and describe what the band is all about?
Yeah, sure. Yes, my name's Nik. I'm the lead singer of Death by Denim. We're an indie psyche-rock band, I guess, from Perth in Western Australia. We've been a band now since the end of 2016, so 5-6 years now, and we've done a few tours in our past. We haven't been able to tour much, obviously, lately. Really stoked to be able to jump on tour in a month and get around the country. We're really excited for that. So yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, I imagine with the borders and everything opening up, it's a very exciting time for you guys at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. When old McGowan said that we can go, that was a good moment for us. Yeah.
So how did Death by Denim initially sort of all come together, and what was the inspiration behind the band's name?
Well, the band name was, so Pario, our guitarist, he at school, or like first year at uni, he used to wear like triple denim, or too much denim basically, and he was doing like a law degree, so everyone's pretty like chilled out, and he's wearing like denim overalls and like denim everything, and he had like a mullet, and I think one of his friends told him that he's killing denim for him, so he was like, oh, that's a cool name. So yeah, straight away I was like, yeah, sounds good, let's do that. How the band met, I met Pele through a mutual friend. He was looking for like a singer to just bounce ideas off, and we just wrote a few songs like straight away. And through that, it really happened organically. Like, he had a mate, George, who played bass and keys, so he came along straight away. And then George had a friend, Hamish, who played drums, and just happened in like a couple of weeks. So pretty cool.
Did you all have similar sort of musical influences and backgrounds, or did you bring a bunch of different ideas to the band?
Yeah, everyone pretty much had a lot of different ideas. Pele was a massive 80s hair metal fan. I was more of either like a Brit rock or R&B hip hop fan. George kind of like mixture of everything. And Hamish kind of liked his like riffier rock, I guess, like Royal Blood and stuff like that. So I think once it all came together, I think that's why you hear so many different sounds in our music, because we all just like different stuff and we can pull on so many different influences. So yeah, that's what I love about the band's music, I guess. Yeah.
Has that been an exciting process, sort of as the voice for the band, bringing those different influences together? And do you all sort of take different turns in writing songs?
It definitely is exciting. Yeah, the studio, like when we get in there, and like there's sounds like George will just say, oh, this kind of reminds me of this thing, like let's go in this direction, and it's just some obscure like French DJ, and I'm just like, oh, sounds cool. So that's, yeah, that part of it is really cool. With the writing side of things, it used to be a lot myself and Pal would just write the song and just like have a structure and like do that. But I think as time moved on, the other boys like put in their mark a bit more, which was good, because I think the music has really like taken off since that. So yeah.
And then you're now about to release the second album, Moonbow. How are you feeling ahead of the release?
Yeah, really good. It's been, I mean, straight away after we released our last album, Sleepless and Sunkissed, in November of 2020, we just got straight back into writing, basically. It was a bit of a harder process, I guess, because we weren't able to do much. So we didn't want to just write about like sitting at home and, oh, we're in isolation because, whatever. Like, I don't think that's that cool to write about. So we just, I think once we were able to get on tour last year for at least one at the start, I think it was like March or April, we kind of like got our juices flowing. So it's been a little bit of a process, but really excited to get it out. I definitely like it more than the first one, but who knows?
Do you think sort of having that time to just sit with ideas and sort of even just come up with ideas, being stuck in isolation, really helped grow the band's sound and the music this time around?
Yeah, probably. In one aspect, like having the time to sort of like with Make It Up As We Go, our last single, we recorded it, and then I think a month and a half or 2 months later, we just weren't really feeling it. So we went back to our producer and was like, we just changed it up, and we made it a bit like we increased the tempo, and we chucked some beers into it. We said, just made it a bit more Death by Denim, a bit more fun. So that's obviously good to have. Like we were able to just sit on a few songs and like listen to it and realize what we need to do better, I guess.
Is that sort of an idea that you're going to carry forward for future releases as well? Sort of have that time to sit with something before you put it out?
Yeah, I think so. It's funny because like sometimes like with a couple of our popular songs or our most popular songs, we just kind of just released it straight away as like whatever, and they kind of took off a little bit. So it's like not necessarily the right way to do it, but I think that's how we're going to do it now. To like for us, I think, and we have a certain thing to do. I think we're going to spend more time at the studio as well instead of just like cranking out songs in like a short amount of time. We're hopefully going to spend a bit more time, like weeks, and nut it out a bit more there.
Okay, so I've obviously with this release as well, you've joined the Warner Music family. I imagine that's exciting, and that's probably going to help with that process of having more time in the studio.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was a pretty cool moment when, like, even when we started talking to Warner, that was like, oh, sweet, this is kind of cool. And then once it all got done, we had a big celebration here. We went to a nice dinner and stuff like that. But that will definitely help being able to just stay in there a bit longer and perfect, I guess, or try to perfect our sound with the music. Yeah.
And then in just a couple of weeks, you're hitting the road to tour this album all over the country. How are you feeling ahead of the tour?
I'm feeling very excited. It's like, even though we went out like for a tour last year, pretty much a year ago, 12 months ago, it just feels like it's been so long. We haven't been to like places like Melbourne for so long. And our last Sydney gig that we played at the Lansdowne was like, Pario, our guitarist, always says that it's one of his favorite gigs. So we just can't wait to, like, as much as we love Perth and love WA, we can't wait to get over and just play to our East Coast fans. And yeah, I'm not even nervous. I just can't wait to get over there.
Yep. So what can people expect from these shows, particularly for our readers in Sydney and Wollongong?
I think we love to have a good time on stage, and bring that energy. I think a lot of our songs are like somewhat mellow. Like I get a lot of people that haven't seen us before that listen to our Spotify. They're always like, "Oh man, your tunes are like hell chill and stuff like that." I was like, yeah, yep, they are. Yep. But then on a live setting, I think we just bring that to life a bit. So, a lot of sing-along moments and stuff like that, and just a good time, I think, an inclusive good time.
Okay. And then looking ahead beyond this tour, what else is on the horizon for Death by Denim in 2022?
I think we're going to, pretty much as soon as we get back from over east, we're going to almost jump back into the studio and start recording a bunch of stuff. We don't want to like stop. I guess we just want to keep going, and we've got so many ideas in the bank, so we'll do that. There are some whispers, some plans of overseas activities, so hopefully that happens, because that will be very cool. And yeah, we'll just keep making music and keep touring. And yeah.
Okay, full steam ahead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alrighty. Finally, where is the best place for people to support you and track this journey, creative journey, moving forward?
Yeah, all the social platforms. We just started a TikTok. We're not great at it, but yeah, come join us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Obviously, the music stuff on Spotify and Apple and stuff like that. So get behind us. Cheers.
Alrighty. Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time, and good luck with the tour.
No worries. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.